All right, 9 o'clock. If others join, we'll continue on. So my name's Danny. Welcome to the Small World Yoga Virtual. So this is a little different for all of us. So yeah, okay, I have a grandfather clock and it's striking 9 o'clock. I love it. And we're outside. Just feel the breeze or whatever is going on. So let's actually start off, yeah, just sitting up, and then we'll make our way to child's pose in just a moment. But start off in a comfortable position. A little different than our normal Baptiste flow. And just close your eyes, press your hands onto your knees, and just take 3 deep breaths. Feel the shoulders roll up towards your ears, down your back. And close your eyes. And just hear the surroundings around you. When you're ready, start to find your way to a child's pose. Pressing your hips towards your heels. Sinking the forehead to your knees, the forehead to the mat. And stretch your arms long to the top of the mat. Press your fingertips into the mat. And then once again with your shoulders, feel the shoulder blades draw together on your back. You can even roll side to side on your head 1 or 2 times. And take just 3 more deep breaths here, stretching the arms long. Feel the spine grow, tailbone towards the back of your mat. And engage the core. After your 3rd breath, next inhale, reach your arms long to the top of the mat and take both hands over to the right side of your mat, even pressing your left hand on top of the right. Stretch out the left side body, sink the left hip back towards the heels. Take 2 more deep breaths here. Inhale. Taking your hands back to the top of the mat, still in your child's pose. Now take your hands over to the left side of the mat. And this time taking your right hand, placing it on top of the left. And then sinking your right hip back down towards your back of your mat. Just open up the right side of the body. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, stay here. Next inhale, coming back up to your child's pose. Stretch the arms long. Take 1 more deep breath. Take another exhale. Next inhale, coming up to a tabletop position. And we're going to do 1 more stretch before we get moving. Just take your right arm straight up towards the ceiling. Look up. Try to keep the hips squared and then thread the needle. Bring that right arm all the way down. Stacking the left shoulder on top of right. You can even take that left hand and wrap it around your back. Take 2 more deep breaths here. Hear your breath this morning. Next inhale, bring the right arm back through. Raise it up towards the ceiling. Stack right shoulder on left, look up. And tabletop position. Switching sides. Now raise the left arm up towards the ceiling. Again, stacking now the left shoulder on right, and then pull the navel to spine. Thread the needle all the way under, coming down. And then you can take your right arm up and around to your low back. Just opening up the left side of the body. 2 more deep breaths. Next inhale, bring in that left hand back through. Raise it up towards the ceiling. Look up, stretch, and tabletop position. High plank pose. Once you're in your high plank, stacking the shoulders directly over the wrists, gripping the floor with your fingertips, and then pull the navel to spine, downward facing dog. Just lift your hips up. Next inhale, roll back out to a high plank pose. We're going to do that 2 more times. Exhale to downward facing dog. 1 more. Use the core, use the shoulders to pull you forward, and then exhale, downward facing dog, hips high. Pedal out your dog, bending one knee and then the other. Stretching out, breathing here. Again, engaging the core. Next inhale, raise your right leg straight up towards the ceiling. And then take a bend in your knee and then just roll out your ankle in one direction. Keeping the shoulders squared off, rotate the ankle in the opposite direction. Straighten the leg up and downward facing dog. Same thing on the left leg. Raise it up towards the ceiling, then take a bend, stacking the left knee on top of the right leg. Roll out the ankle in one direction. Still gazing back towards your right knee, rotated in the opposite direction. Straighten that left leg and downward facing dog. Inhale, come high onto your toes. Walk to the top of the mat. Breathe in, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Ragdoll, separate your feet hip distance. Grab opposite elbows. Sway side to side. Pressing into the ball mounds of the feet, pressing into the heels, reverse grips of your hands, and then just shake your head out no. Nod it yes. Let your head hang heavy and still engage the core. Pull the navel in to protect the low back. Next, inhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Rise all the way up. Palms touch at the top and then bring your hands to heart center. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Sigh it out the mouth. We'll do that a couple more times. Take a deep breath in. And either breathe out or you can om if you would like. Breathing in. Exhaling or still with your om. Complete the om. Breathe in together. Breathe out through your nose. Open your eyes. Tadasana, mountain. Reach your arms up. Look up and forward fold. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Chaturanga, plant your hands, step back or float back to low plank. Beautiful, upward facing dog. Navel to spine, down dog. 5 breaths, breathe in. Breathe out, melt your heels. Breathe in, grip the floor with the fingertips. Exhale, hips high. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2 more, breathe in. Breathe out. Next, inhale, come high onto your toes. Bend your knees, look at your hands, walk or jump to the top of the mat and halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, rise. Pull the navel to spine, forward fold, exhale. Inhale, breathe in, halfway lift. Chaturanga, exhale. It's all one breath as you lower and beautiful. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, breathe out. Breathe in here. Gaze between your knees, exhale. Pull the shoulder blades together, breathe in. Melt the heels, breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Next, inhale, come high onto your toes. Bend your knees, jump to the top of the mat and halfway lift. And forward fold, exhale. Tadasana, rise. Exhale, forward fold. Watch your hands go all the way down. Using your breath, breathe in, halfway lift. Chaturanga, palm the mat, step back, jump back, high to low plank. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. 3 more breaths, breathe in. Exhale, melt the heels. Hear your breath, fill up. Empty out. 1 more. Come high onto your toes. Bend your knees. Travel to the top of the mat. Halfway lift. Lengthen. Forward fold. Exhale. Chair pose. Inhale. Reach the arms up. Sink the hips low. Take 2 more breaths. Pull the navel in tight. Press into your heels. Press into the ball mounds. Wiggle your toes. One more breath. And forward fold. Hips high. Breathe in. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Plant your hands. Step back. Jump back. High to low plank. Up dog. Inhale. Down dog. High. Inhale. Raise your right leg straight up towards the ceiling. Warrior one. Step it through on your exhale. Back foot's flat. Inhale. Reach the arms up. Stay here. Bending into that front knee. Squaring the hips off. Feel that right hip press back. Feel that left hip press down. Take one more breath. Even look up. Plant your hands. Chaturanga. Right foot meets left. Lower in halfway. Then use the core. Up dog. Stretch the shoulder blades together. Navel to spine. Down dog. Raise your left leg straight up towards the ceiling. Warrior one. Step it through. Use the exhale to plant the feet. Use the inhale to rise. And then exhale. Sink a little deeper. Ground into that front big toe, into the ball mount. Ground down into the back outer heel. Engage the core. Look up. Breathe in. Chaturanga. Plant the hands. High to low plank. Breathe in. Up dog. Exhale. Down dog. 5 breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Melt your heels. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Next inhale, high onto your toes. Bend your knees, look at your hands, walk, jump to the top of the mat. Breathe in, halfway lift. Forward fold. Chair pose. Forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Chaturanga, palm the mat, step it back, jump back, high to low. Up dog. Down dog. Right leg raised to the ceiling. Warrior one. Exhale. Step it through. Inhale. Rise. This time chaturanga. Plant the hands. Inhale. Up dog. Exhale. Down dog. Left leg. Raise it towards the ceiling. Warrior one. Exhale. Use the core to rise on your breath in. And then exhale. Chaturanga. Plant the hands. Using your breath, using your core, use your body, use the mind, downward facing dog. Inhale high into your toes. Look between your hands, bend your knees, walk or jump, top of the mat, halfway lift, and forward fold. One more, chair pose. Reach up, pull the navel to spine, sink the hips low, and exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Raise the right leg up towards the ceiling. Warrior one, exhale, step it through. Inhale, come up. Come right back down, chaturanga. Keep the core engaged through this entire process. Up dog. Navel to spine, lift your hips up. Left leg, raise it up. Warrior one, step it through. Inhale, rise. And exhale, flow. Chaturanga. Warming up the body. Up dog. Breathe in. Downward facing dog. Breathe out. 5 breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last one. Take a big breath in. Come high into the toes. Bend your knees. Exhale. Jump to the top of the mat. Breathe in. Halfway lift. And exhale. Fold. Chair pose. Reach up. Forward fold. Breathe out. Inhale. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Plant the hands. Step back. Jump back. High to low plank. Up dog. Inhale. Down dog. Exhale. Raise your right leg straight up towards the ceiling. Take a bend in your knee, stacking right hip on left, flip dog, wild thing or full wheel. 3 breaths, pressing down, lift the hips up. Breathe in, press the floor away with that left hand, breathe. 1 more, big breath in, press the hips up. High plank, Flip back over, press the right hand down, reach the left arm up. Oh, side plank. I said high plank, then go right into side plank. Reach the left arm up, press the floor away with the right hand. Take one more breath in, look up at your lifted hand. Chaturanga, high to low plank. Up dog, inhale, shoulder blades together, down dog, navel to spine. Raise your left leg straight up towards the ceiling. Take a bend in your knee, stacking the left hip on right, and then flip dog, wild thing or full wheel. Again, 3 breaths. Once you've landed, pressing into both feet, lifting the hips up, gazing back. Take one more breath in. Come back to high plank. Side plank. Opposite side of whatever side you did. Somehow I got confused on that one. Raising the top leg if you'd like. Take another breath in. And chaturanga, high to low plank. Use that core still, up dog. Downward facing dog, high. Inhale, high onto your toes. Bend your knees, look at your hands, travel to the top of the mat, halfway lift. And forward fold. Chair pose, inhale, pull the navel in. And exhale, forward fold. Big toe forward fold, separate your feet hip distance. Peace sign fingers wrap around your big toes. Breathe in on your inhale, pull the navel in, and exhale, hinge at your waist, lift the hips up, and then bring the elbows out to the side, shake your head no. Nod it yes. Come back to that steady breath. Body is getting warm. Let the body hang heavy in this inversion. Next inhale, release your big toes and halfway lift. Palm the mat, chaturanga, step back, jump back, high to low plank. Up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, high. Raise your right leg straight up towards the ceiling. And crescent lunge, step your right foot between your hands. Staying high on the back toes. Reaching the arms up, pull the navel in. And then bring your hands to heart center. Engage the core, twist towards your right, hooking the left elbow outside of the right knee, pressing the palms. Now we'll be here for about 6 breaths. Stay here. You can open up your arms wide. You can even take a bind. You can go into bird of paradise in this direction. If you've taken the bind, pressing into that right foot, grounding down and lifting up. Breathe wherever you are, engaging wherever you are. Doesn't matter if you've taken binds, whatever you've done. Beautiful. Nice, Sarah. And you took bird, slowly coming down. If you took the bind, reopen up. And then now, come back to crescent lunge. Bring the arms straight up towards the ceiling, and then open out, warrior 2. Drop your back foot flat. Gaze over your front hand, and then full side angle. Right hand drops down. Look up at your left hand, and then here, we'll be here several breaths. So if you want to do your binds, opening up, you can go into a traditional bird of paradise on this side. Taking whatever you need, whatever your body is needing here. Breathing in, and breathing out. Strong wherever you are, into the feet, into the legs. You're in bird, slowly starting to come back down. Opening up the arms wide to your full side angle stretch. Look up at the lifted hand, high to low plank. Up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Raise your left leg straight up towards the ceiling. Crescent lunge, step it through. On your inhale, rise up, use the core strength to look up at your hands, and then exhale, bring your hands to heart center. And crescent twist towards the left, hooking the right elbow outside. And then again, you can do wherever you want here. We'll be here for about 6 or 7 breaths, taking your binds, taking birds of paradise. Just staying strong into that core, pressing into the ball mound of the front foot, pressing into the ball mound of the back foot if you're still in your twist. Again, breathe in if you've taken the binds. If you're in bird, slowly coming back, and we'll all meet in a crescent lunge. Use your core to lift, look up, And then warrior two, dropping that back foot flat, spin open, look out over your front hand, engage the core to side angle. Left hand drops, reaching the right arm, gazing, and again, several breaths, taking the half binds, full binds, birds of paradise, staying right into your side angle, breathing wherever you are. Again, engaging, straightening the leg as much as possible in your birds of paradise, the standing leg. And when you're ready, slowly coming back out of the birds, opening up your arms back wide, look up at your lifted hand, engage the core, chaturanga, flow, high to low plank. Stretch the shoulders as you lift up, look up, downward facing dog, exhale, high. Inhale, come high onto your toes. Bend your knees, look at your hands, travel to the top of the mat, halfway lift. Forward fold, exhale. Chair pose, inhale, reach up. Then bring your hands to heart center, engage the core. Chair twist to the right, hooking that left elbow outside of the right knee. And then flying this out if you would like, or opening up the arms wide. You're staying in your chair, just pressing down. Feel all four corners of the feet press down. Feel that left knee back in line with the right, engaging the core. Crowers, beautiful. Coming back up to chair pose, sinking the hips low, look up at your hands, and then exhale, hands to heart center. Chair twist towards the left. Right elbow outside of the left knee, and again, taking this where you want to go. Flying it out. Side crow. So opening up the arms wide, just stacking that left shoulder on top of right. And then checking back in that everything's in line. If you're still in your chair, hips are squared, knees are in line with each other, pressing into the feet. Inhaling back up to chair, engage the core, pull the navel in, and exhale, forward fold. Gorilla pose, or palms to hand, lifting up your feet, separate the feet hip distance, place the back of your hands on the mat, slide them all the way under so the toes are touching your wrists. And then again, you can shake your head out no here. Nod it yes. Hang heavy. Press into the ball mounds of the feet. You can even lift one heel off of the mat. Press that heel back down. Lift the other heel off. Press that back heel down. Take another breath in. Fold the navel to spine a little deeper. Next inhale, halfway lift. So release your hands. And then crow pose, plant your hands. When you can do your yogi squat, we'll take 3 breaths wherever you are. And crow, bring in the knees. Beautiful, Sarah. Looking forward beyond the top of the mat. And then engage the core. Take one more breath in. And low plank, shoot it back, walk back. Nice. Inhale, upward facing dog. We'll all meet back in downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths. Breathe in through the nose. Breathe out through the mouth. Ha. Do that again. Big breath in. Open the mouth. Ha. One more. Big breath in. Let it all go. Ha. Inhale. High onto your toes. Bend your knees. Travel to the top of the mat. Halfway lift. And exhale. Forward fold. Big toe raise on the right side. So ground your left foot into the mat. Peace sign finger around your right big toe or catch your right knee. And then firm in that left leg. Raise your right leg up towards the, straight towards the camera. I'm trying to think what's in front of it. Option, take that right leg straight out to the right. And again, engage the core. You can take your left hand out to the left. Yeah, balancing on that left foot. Bring it all back to center. Airplane or balancing. Warrior 3. Just kick that right foot. Keep it flexed as you're pressing. Keep the hips squared off. Arms in any variation for stability. And half moon. Just open up. Left hand drops down. Looking up at your lifted hand. You're still balancing on that left foot. Try to stack the right hip on top of left. Even take your left hand off of the mat. And forward fold. Right foot meets left. Ha. Big toe raise on the left side. Ground down your right foot this time. Peace sign finger around your left big toe. Raise it up. And then once you're stable, stay here, or option, take that left leg out to the left. Your right arm can go, gaze can follow. Engage the core, just noticing what's different from one side to the other. Strong in that foundational foot. Then when you're ready, bring it back to center. And then balancing warrior 3. Keeping the left foot flexed. Hands at heart center or in front of you or out like airplane. Wherever it feels comfortable, gaze beyond the top of your mat. Engage the core, preparing for half moon. Dropping your right hand down, this time stacking that left. Looking up at the lifted hand, flexing that back foot, or even try your balance, keeping that hand off of the mat. And forward fold. Ha. Right foot meets left. Inhale, chair pose. Reach up. Eagle on the right side. So ground down your left foot. We're still working that with the right foot. Wrap around your left calf. And then your right arm will loop under. And then feel the shoulder blades draw together on your back. Gazing right towards the camera or something straight in front of you. And then dancer. Slowly unwind. Left hand reaches up towards the sky or the ceiling. Right foot into your right hand and then kick. Keep the hips squared as much as possible. Again, gazing at something straight in front of you. Kick into the hand as the torso moves forward. And tree pose or figure 4. So tree pose, go ahead and place the foot above or below the knee. Figure 4, take that right ankle just above your left knee. If you're in figure 4, you can do an arm balance if you'd like for flying pigeon or flying pigeon prep, hooking this right foot around the left tricep, hinging as low, engaging the core as much as needed, pulling in. And then when you're ready, letting this all go, right foot meets left. Chair pose, sinking low. And then it's coming into eagle on the left side. So ground down that right foot. Now hook the left foot around, left elbow, loops around the right. And then bring the palms together if you can, or at least press the fingers into that right palm. Again, pull the navel in. Bring the elbows up to shoulder height. Shoulder blades together. And then it's dancer. Raise the right arm up towards the ceiling. Catch the left foot with the left hand. Knees back together. Hips squared as you lean forward. Reaching for something in front of you. And again, keeping the shoulders squared or the hips squared. Tree pose or figure 4. It doesn't matter what you did on the other side. Just take whatever you need here for about 6 or so breaths. If you're in your tree, grow the tree, reach the arms up, even look up at the sky. Figure 4, you can go into the arm balance. Breathe. Feel your body. Feel what it's going through. Feel the balance in your body as you're evening out the right and the left side. Left foot meets right. Inhale, rise all the way up to Tadasana. Look up, palms touch. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Crow pose or yogi squat. One more time. If you've got crow, you can go into tripod headstand. You can do one-legged crow. Take about 3 more deep breaths wherever you are. And we'll all meet in a low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Ha. Raise your right leg straight up towards the ceiling. Peaceful warrior, step it all the way through. Back foot goes flat. Strong in your front bent knee, look up at the ceiling or the sky, and then triangle. Just straighten the right leg. Reach your right arm forward, drop it down, and then take your gaze up to your left hand. And then feel the left shoulder stack on top of right. Feel the long spine, crown of the head reaching forward. Stacking left hip on top of right. And then star pose. Reach both hands up together. Pivot to the left side of your mat, and then have your feet where they're parallel, the ankles a little further out than the toes. Take a deep breath in and wide leg forward fold. Exhale. And we will be here for about 6 or 7 breaths. Hang out. Peace sign fingers around the big toes, hands around the outer blades of the feet. You can even go upside down, forearm or tripod headstand. Breathing, still using the core, using all the muscles. Body is warmed up, body is ready for whatever you need it to do. Let the mind control the breath. Breath control the body. Keep inverted, slowly making your way down. And we'll all meet in a halfway lift. Engage the core, navel pulls in. And then namaste forward fold or intense leg stretch. Pressing that right foot into the mat. Bring your back heel up and out. And again, if you'd like to, you can press your hands on your hips to square the hips off. 2 straight legs, forehead to knee. Take 2 deep breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Revolve triangle. Left hand plants. Right onto the mat, inside, outside of that right foot, doesn't matter. And then open up, look up at your lifted hand. Again, trying to stack right shoulder on left. Tight twist. Hips are squared, navel pulls in. Chaturanga, plant both hands down. Right foot meets left. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Raise the left leg straight up towards the ceiling. Breathe in. Peaceful warrior, plant the feet. Then inhale, reach the arms up strong in that front bent knee to begin with. Open up, look up beyond the top. And then triangle. First straighten the left leg. And then reach the left arm forward, drop it straight down. And then stacking that right shoulder on left. Engage the core, feel the shoulder blades draw together on your back. Look up at the ceiling or the sky. Ground down into that front big toe, ground down into that back outer heel. Then rise up to star pose. Pivot both feet over to the right side of your mat. Again, have the toes in a little more than the heels. Make any adjustments. Engage the core, look up. And then wide leg forward fold, hinge at your waist. And you can do anything here, final wide leg forward fold. You can go upside down, you can clasp your hands at your low back, bring the arms overhead for a shoulder rest. You can skandasana, bend into one knee, bend into the other. Take whatever you need here, keeping the core engaged, letting the head hang heavy. And then either halfway lift or rise all the way up, and then it is a namaste forward fold or intense leg stretch. Left foot to the top. Press that back heel into the mat, and then engage the core. Even press into the hips if you would like to feel the hips squared as you fold over your left knee. Breathe in. Feel the shoulders round here. Again, grounding into the ball mound of the front foot. Grounding into the heel of the back foot. Revolve triangle. Plant the right hand down. Inside or outside of the left foot. Then reach the left arm up. Again, stack left shoulder on top of right. Breathe in. Deep twist. Exhale. One more. Deep breath in. Exhale, twist. Inhale, high plank. Chaturanga, low plank. Upward facing dog. Breathe in. Downward facing dog. Ha. Take 2 breaths. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale, side out the mouth. Do that again. Breathe in. Open the mouth. Let it all go. One more. Inhale, come high onto your toes. Bend your knees. Look between your hands. Walk or jump, top of the mat. Halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Chair pose, reach up. And then roll all the way down onto your back. I still have to use my hands for that. Bring your feet straight up towards the ceiling. Flex your feet, hips are square. Bring your hands down by your side and lower your legs halfway down. Breathe in. Lower your legs to a hover 1 inch off the mat. Bring your feet all the way back up. Use your core. This time your heels together, your toes spread out wide. Exhale, lower the legs halfway down. Breathe in, pull the navel in, lower your legs just 1 inch off the mat. And then inhale all the way back up towards the ceiling. This time toes touch, heels separated. Exhale, lower the legs halfway down. Breathe in, lower the legs. Exhale to a hover. Inhale, bring the legs all the way back up to the ceiling. Bring your knees into your chest. And then bicycle it out for 30 seconds. Flex the feet. Use the core here. So pull the navel into your spine. Now lift the shoulders, sometimes another inch off the mat. Use the oblique muscles to do the twist. Gazing at one spot if you would like in front of you. That way keeping the core centered. You've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. High boat. Inhale. Exhale to low boat. Gazing at your toes if you'd like at one spot. High boat. Inhale. Exhale, low boat. 2 more. Inhale, high boat. Exhale, low. This is it. 1 more. Crunch in. Shoulder blades together. Lift high. Exhale, low boat. Stay here. And then Supta Baddha Konasana. Feet together. Ha. Knees out wide. 1 hand on your heart. 1 hand on your stomach. Rest your head. Close your eyes. Feel the heartbeat. Feel the breath. Hear your breath. Bring one knee into your chest. Bring the other knee in. Rock a little side to side. Rock a little forward and backwards. Coming in to a high plank pose. Lower down to low plank. Locust pose. Toes touch. Heels touch. And then arms down by your side or in front of you or out wide. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Then on your next inhale, press into your hips. Lift everything up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. 1 more big breath in. And exhale, come down. Floor bow. Bend your knees. Take your hands, place them on top of your feet. And then feel the shoulder blades draw together. Take a breath in. Take a deep breath out. Next inhale, press into your hips. Lift up. 2 more breaths. Breathe in. Exhale, lift. Inhale. Exhale, lift. 1 more breath in. And exhale, come down. Ha. Roll on to your back. And we're going to do a few more back bends. So if you want to do camel, you can do camel. Or you can do supported bridge if you have that. But we will do 3 back bends. So go ahead and prepare for either camel or bridge. Or if you are ready for wheel, you can prepare for wheel. Plant the feet hip distance apart. Fingertips touch your heels for bridge or wheel. Lie all the way down. Take a deep breath in. Take a big breath out. And on your next inhale, press into your feet. Lift your hips straight up. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. 1 more breath in. And exhale. Ha. Come down. Feet to the edges of the mat. And you can just windshield wiper your feet side to side. Breathe in. Breathe out. Preparing for your second back bend. And when you're ready, inhale, press into your feet, lift your hips straight up. Exhale, 1. Inhale, exhale, 2. One more breath in, one more breath out. Ha. Second back, feet to the edges of the mat if you'd like. Windshield wiper your knees side to side. And I hope I am still on. My iPad has lost its video, so I hope I am still there. Preparing for the final back bend. Bridge or wheel, 5 counts of breath, so prepare your body, breathe in. Exhale all the air out. Next inhale, press into your feet, lift your hips up. Exhale, 1. Inhale, exhale, 2. Inhale, exhale, 3. One more, big breath in. Exhale, ha, come all the way down. Bring the knees into your chest. Rock side to side. Rock forward and backwards. Coming up to chaturanga. Rolling through low plank. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Ha. Raise your right leg up towards the ceiling and half pigeon. Breathe in. Breathe out. Settling everything here. Let your shoulders soften. Keep your core engaged. Breathe in. Take about 3 to 4 more deep breaths. Half pigeon on the left side. Again, taking your time to set up. Then relaxing, folding into this posture. hearing, paying attention to any of the sounds around you. Take about 5 more deep breaths here. And after your 5th breath, coming up to your seated forward fold. So straighten both legs straight out in front of you. Flex your feet. Engage the core. Pull the navel in. Reach the arms up. And then engage the core as you hinge forward. Breathe in. Pull the navel in tight. Exhale. Press the hips back as the crown of the head reaches forward. And you can just go as far as you'd like on this. Or you can even drop your forehead to your knees. You've got the space. Deep breaths. Take about 6 more deep breaths here. In reverse table, slowly inhale, come up, press your feet into the mat, press your hands behind your hips, fingers forward, press down, lift the hips straight up towards the ceiling, drop your head back, take 2 more deep breaths in, press down, lift up. 1 more, press down, lift the hips, 1 more inch, strong in your hands, and come down. Bring your knees into your chest. Rock a little side to side on your back, rolling onto your back, and then happy baby. Grab the outside blades of your feet. And then we'll be here for about 5 or 6 breaths, so take this where you want to go. You can just stay static in your happy baby. You can rock a little side to side, stretch one leg out, stretch the other leg. Feel the hips pressing back down to the mat. Feel the lengthening of the spine, the tailbone pressing down, back of the head pressing onto the mat. When you're ready, waterfall or shoulder stand. Waterfall, just raise your feet straight up towards the ceiling. Flex your feet, keeping your hips on your mat. Or shoulder stand, engage the core, pull the navel in as you lift the hips directly over the shoulders, toes directly over the hips. Supporting your low back and shoulder stand with your hands. Take 1 more breath. If you're in shoulder stand, make your way to plow posture. Just hinge at your waist. Let the feet fall all the way down, touching the mat. If they do, you can let your arms fall by your side or out to the side or lengthwise. If you're in plow posture, make your way to deaf man's posture. Bend your knees. Place them on your forehead or either side of your head around your ears. Squeeze in tight. Take 1 more breath in. And then rolling all the way down for a final spinal twist. Once the hips hit the mat, immediately take both knees over to the right. Knees can be together or separated, whichever way feels good. Then just deep twist. Let the left shoulder fall to the mat. Let the left arm take it out to the left. Gazing at the left hand or have your eyes closed. Just feeling your body in this deep twist. Inhale, coming back to center. And just taking your knees to the opposite side. Take your gaze to the opposite side. Let the right shoulder completely fall to the mat. Scanning your body here. Scanning your mind. And bringing your knees back up to center. Hug both knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your knees. Give your body a full squeeze. Even bring your forehead up to meet your knees. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Sigh it out the mouth. Do that 2 more times. Take a big breath in. Open the mouth. 1 more. Fill up. Biggest breath in. Tight little ball. And then lion's breath. Let your legs fall down the length of your mat. Let your arms fall by your side. Close your eyes. Let the shoulders just soften onto the mat. Let the back of the head soften. And let your feet just fall out. Take 1 more deep breath in. Sigh it out. Rest. Shavasana. We'll be here for about 1 more minute. As you continue to lay, be still. Just hear the surroundings around you. Scanning your body. Scanning how your body feels wherever it's at, inside, outside. Feel whatever is touching your body. The mat, the heat of the room, the wind from outside. Keeping your eyes closed, just scan your breath. Actually notice how you're breathing. And then notice your mind. Notice what's changed in your entire being, your body, your mind, your breath over this last hour, or notice what hasn't changed. Just simply make an observation. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Open the mouth. Do that one more time. Take a deep breath in. Sigh it out the mouth. Wiggle your fingers. Wiggle your toes. Circle your wrists and ankles, bringing a little life back to your body. Stretching the arms either long forward or overhead. Full body lengthen. Then bring one knee into your chest. Hug that knee in, bring the other knee in, rock a little side to side. Rock a little forward and backwards, taking your time to come up to a seated, comfortable position. Keep your eyes closed. Roll the shoulders up towards your ears, down your back. Bring in your hands to heart center. Take another deep breath in through your nose and either sigh it out or chant for your own. Breathing in, breathing out. One more breath in. Sigh it out. Bring in your thumbs between your eyebrows, forehead center. And the light in me sees, honors, loves, respects all of you in this space, in this earth, on this planet. Together we bow and say, Namaste. Thank you this morning, everyone. So I have